I want to discuss a little bit about your family life. Now, you've been married since 1999, and obviously that's phenomenal, especially in Hollywood. So congrats on that. Now, I'll actually be married 2 years now in August. So to help out the younger married couples out there, what are 3 words of advice or the secrets to marriage, would you say, for those out there that are just starting out?
Well, first of all, you've got to be in love with the person you marry.
That's important.
That's, Nigel, well, Brian, you say that's important, but people forget that. So Nigel, I appreciate you saying that, man. I think it's
like, a piece of advice number one. I mean, I can't tell you how many people I know, sadly, even my own generation, who are like, well, we've been together for so long, we thought we should get married, right? Or,
it's a mistake.
I'm this age now, I'm like,
or we got pregnant,
I'm 40 or I'm 35, I should get married because I need to have kids or something. And I'm like, well, are you really in love with her? Because half the time they're looking at you and looking over your shoulder at the same time, right? So you're like, well, and again, the problem being though is that because it's not fair in a way, because I fell crazy in love with my wife when I met her, and I still am, if not more in love with her, probably to the point where I bother her still. She's probably like
Nigel, I'm kind of hating on you, man. I want what you got right now, man.
I mean, a very, very lucky guy. But if you've seen my wife, then you'd understand why. She keeps me on my toes, to say the very, very, very least. But I think that the thing that for us that worked in our life was, one, obviously being crazy about one another, but the most important thing is not being jealous and being
that's difficult for a lot of people.
Trust. Right? It's called trust, and it's loyalty and trust and honesty, right? Actually, the 3 things. Because I'm a fashion photographer. You mentioned it at the top of the show that I work with supermodels, right? Absolutely, right? So a lot of women will be like, "Oh my God, that must be so difficult." He goes off and he photographs beautiful women. Aren't you jealous? Aren't you insecure? Aren't you worried? Aren't you, And if I think had she been worried, concerned, maybe that might have, pricked your curiosity. The funny thing is when you're not worried, when you're completely blasé, it actually makes the guy, I think, and most people be like, want them even more, right? So,
Nigel, you are speaking the truth right now.
Right? 100% the truth.
Yes.
My wife has never once said to me, like, looking at a picture or something, like,
she sounds like such a secure woman. That's so attractive.
100%.
Oh my God, you're speaking.
In fact, my wife would be the one that would say guy in this group. Something like, "Oh, this looks great, but I think you should have taken that off." Something like that. She's like, that would be the truth right and that would be better in that shot, because that would be more artistic and it would look more. I don't like that thing. What she's wearing there. That would make her legs are gorgeous. Don't forget that. And she would come on set and she would art direct and she would help select things and help me. She was actually with me most of the time we shot Top Model. She was there working with everything that we were doing and 100% a part of it, but not in a way that was controlling. It was. It was never like, I need to control you.